Hey guys. Next on Bag of Corner. Next. Sounds like a long-running series. It's not actually. Gonna work on my sled. Not work I would that would normally be done, but I'll show you what we're gonna do. So on the sled, this is a mountain sled. It's a Summit. It's got 154 track and skid frame. It's got 2¼ inch paddles. It's meant for deep snow. So, but even though it was meant for deep snow, it's lacking. Oh yeah, it's an 800 cc as well. If that means anything to anybody, to me it does. This helps me get unstuck. But anyway, even though it's made for snow, they did not design this very well. So you see these boards, these running boards? Now you think that those holes would be big enough for snow to fall through and stuff like that. You know what, if it's really light snow, no real dampness in it, it will kind of fall through. But when it's at all heavy or a little bit damp, a little warmer day, forget it. It just piles right up on those boards, piles in here. Of course, on this side you got the clutch, things stay pretty warm, and on this side you got the exhaust. Again, it's warm down there, so naturally, it's going to pack up. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to start on it, is I'm going to start cutting out sections of this running board. Probably things like cut here. I'll leave this long line down here, and I'm not going to go all the way up to the side of the tunnel. I'm going to come just up to the radius, maybe, you know what, I got to check on that, because if this goes wrong and this doesn't work out, then what I will do is I'll put a set of aftermarket running boards on, like Skins airframes or Burley boards, something like that, and those are guaranteed that snow are not going to, you have basically, you have a bar here, a bar here, just all staggered along kind of thing, and the snow just falls right through. Now, to a lot of you, you wouldn't think it'd be a big deal, right? So there's some snow on the board. It's a big deal. You're always sitting down. It's not a problem. Well, on a mountain sled, or the type of riding that we do out here, or I do, you don't stand, or you don't sit down. You sit down for a little bit, maybe, as you're going down a flat area, but you're almost always standing. You're always leaning. You're side hilling. You're doing all sorts of stuff. So it's imperative that you have good footing and that you don't have to kick all the snow out of there first. You just want to transition back and forth on either running board. For those of you who don't really know that style of riding, watch a clip from one of the Boondocker movies, Schooled, 509, any of those movies. I'm sure there are lots of clips online, like on YouTube, trailers that you could watch. I will, not to say that I'm as good as them, I'm certainly not. I have been riding for, I guess I've been riding for about 35 years, but, anyway, I'm getting a little long in the tooth for some of that stuff, but, anyway, whatever. What was I talking about? Snow? Yeah, anyway. So I'm going to start cutting up those boards, cutting bigger holes, and I got to figure out how much radius I got to leave there for myself. If I have to go to aftermarket boards, then I want to still have enough to mount to there. So anyway, I'll get it figured out, and I'll get back to you once I've got some material cut out of there. I've got, I'm probably going to use my jigsaw. Got some rotary files. Those are kind of handy for doing rounded corners. A sharper one here, a little more dull. Some double cut files, round file, all medium to coarse. When you're working with aluminum, it tends to pile up inside the file pretty quick, so you gotta go with a more coarse file. And I have enough. I believe I have enough. 4 jigsaw blades. Well, we'll see if I go through them. If I go through one, whatever I go through. So, anyway, catch up to you soon. All right, guys, that is it for the night. Here's my update Where did I leave off? I left off with telling you I was going to work on the boards, my running boards. So yeah, got the tools out, as you can see. Swept up. What a mess. Lots of aluminum shavings all over the place. Here you go. Let's see what we got. I might do a little final filing maybe later this week or next week. There's no big rush, there's not a lot of snow here. But so that's what we got. I've made sure to leave a nice edge along where that radius is there. I guess it'd be about 5/8 to 3/4 edge all the way along. Looking in this camera, I can see I didn't get it perfectly straight in all the places, but you know what? I thought I'd leave a little extra meat along the side there in case I didn't like these, in case they flex too much, and if they do, then I'll cut the whole thing off, and all I need is that little radius there along the edge, and I will attach the new running boards right onto those. So anyway, give myself a little extra material to work with if I have to. So okay, this is this side. That is that side. And that's that side. I'll get a better vantage point for you. This other way. So that's what we're looking at. There. And there. So you'd have to be blind not to see the holes are bigger. And that hopefully those holes will let a lot more of the snow through. And a lot more than what these were doing anyway. So, anyway guys, that is it for tonight. I am packing up and maybe I'll have a rum and watch some YouTube videos. Maybe you Dizzy's got something on, maybe Tommy Shoe, maybe Musty. Could be. Musty's working on that VW trike. That is a cool project. Love that. Really interesting. What else? Tommy Shoe, he's working on, what is Tommy Shoe working on? Oh, he was working on the caddy. He put the caddy away in the trailer, and now he is, I think he's working on his son's Pontiac. And you Dizzy, still working away, plugging away on that Model A, and enjoying all the sights in his neighborhood. And he hasn't done a scrap run for a while. What's going on, Dave? No scrap runs? Anyway, catch you guys later. Good night.